Um, and then for someone who's never written an AI prompt before, what's the basic formula they need to know?
Yeah, yeah. So I teach a framework called Risen. The R stands for role. So you really have to give your Claudette a persona, like act as a product specialist, or act as a LinkedIn expert, or act as a a CEO, or whatever question that you're asking. There's going to be an expert that can answer that question. So a
Mhm,
role, and
mhm,
then I is just whatever your instruction is, like create an ebook or an article or an email. So role instructions, you got your instructions, and then what steps does the AI need to take? Like, is it, making it into bullet points, or making it a bit more easier grade 10 level English to read kind of thing. And then the E is for like the end goal or the expectations. So who are we writing? Who's the audience? Who are we writing? Who are we getting this output for? Is it, for, our marketing executives, or our senior leadership, or a group of investors? We really want to make sure that we have everything covered. And then N in the Risen framework is for narrowing. And this is generally like, don't use floral language, or be concise, under 200 words, kind of like really making sure that we're kind of chipping at the edges to make it a bit more to what we're looking for. And usually in the end, the narrowing is where I put make sure you ask me questions until you're 95% sure you can complete the task. So that is essential. So between the persona and the ask me questions until you're 95% sure, those are the two biggest things that will make the biggest difference in a boring, mediocre prompt to a kick ass prompt.
Amazing. No, that was a really good formula. Thank you for sharing that. Um, and what are the biggest prompting mistakes you see people that, waste time?
Yeah, I think the biggest one is just being really generic. Like, people are just saying, yeah, write me, a policy about XYZ, so without that Risen framework, they're going to get something that they're not going to be happy with, and people are going to know AI wrote it. Adopt the personal preferences and the Risen framework, and you're golden. I think the other prompting mistake is, once they have an output, it's not reviewed.
Mhm.
Like, it's just copy and pasted, and like we're good to go kind of thing. So that's like a big mistake in terms of just trusting AI, because again, AI hallucinates. It makes stuff up, and it just wants to make you happy, and it's not something that should be 100% um, used. I would caution that, and I always suggest, like, AI can produce 80%. Human oversight is the other 20. Like, you always have to iterate, check facts, check data, all of that. So the prompt can be good, uh, and there's still work to be done after that.